The history of creationist thought. So the creationists approached the scientists and they went up to them and went, "Hey, scientists, it seems a bit unfair how your theory of evolution is taught in science at schools, but our theory isn't." And the scientists went, "Oh, OK, what's your theory?" They went, "Well, no, you go first." So the scientist said, "Well, I suppose our theory is this. We believe the universe has existed for 16 billion years. The Earth formed 4.6 billion years ago, and it was initially barren of life for the first 0.6 billion years. But then slowly amino acids formed, and eventually the amino acids flooded the oceans, and they grew and they grew and they expanded and they expanded, and eventually they formed into unicellular organisms. And the unicellular organisms that were best adapted to survive, they managed to thrive, and eventually they became multicellular organisms. And the multicellular organisms that were best adapted and survived all the atmospheric and the different weather changes, they grew and they grew and they grew, and thus we end up here." And the creationists went, "Oh, right, that's quite good, that." "Well, yeah, it's just our theory. Anyway, what's your theory?" They went, "Well, our theory is this. Magic Man done it." "Sorry?" A magic man done it." Magic Man done it isn't science." "Really?" "Yeah, really." "Oh." 20 years then passed, and then they returned. And they came back and went, "Hello, scientists. Sorry about last time. We hadn't really thought it out. But now we have come back with a proper scientific theory." "Oh, yeah, so proper. It is called the theory of intelligent design." Yeah. Not stupid design. Not idiot design. Not banana design. No. Intelligent design. In fact, if you don't get it, Mr. Scientist, maybe it's because you're not intelligent enough. OK, well, what's your theory? Well, our theory is simply this. The universe existed for a very long time, and then eventually the Earth formed, and initially the Earth was barren of life, but then slowly amino acids formed, and eventually the amino acids turned into unicellular organisms, and the unicellular organisms that were best adapted to survive, they managed to thrive and thrive and thrive, and then slowly they turned into multicellular organisms, and the multicellular organisms that were best adapted to survive and survived the climatic and atmospheric changes, they grew and they grew and they grew, and thus we end up here. And the scientists went, "Oh, well, that's pretty good." "Thanks very much. Yes, it is." "It is kind of our theory, isn't it?" "Well, I suppose so, apart from a thing. But don't worry about that." Sorry, what do you mean apart from a thing?" Yeah. What's the thing?" "Well, you know, sometimes you look at nature and you go, 'That looks hard to make. How could nature do it?'" "Mm-hmm. Well, we think in that situation there was some kind of force." What kind of force?" "Just a force, really, like a bangy force or something." "No, what kind of force? You know, maybe a pushy force, a growy force. What kind of force? You know, one of them forces, like forcey force, something like that. What kind of force? Just force. What kind of force?" "A magic man done it?"